Yo, what's the point of making real, legit NBA money just to do some fraud like a criminal? Man, not just hundreds, we talking millions of dollars. Like what? But that's just the sad reality of it. But these NBA players have been getting caught back to back to back. Like, man, what the hell is in the water that got these fools acting up? But news just came out that Gilbert Arenas, along with 5 other men, were arrested on charges of hosting illegal poker games. But in the ESPN article, it reads, Gilbert Arenas was arrested Wednesday in connection with the federal indictment that alleges the former NBA star hosted illegal high-stakes poker games at his mansion in California. Arenas is officially charged with 1 count of conspiracy to operate an illegal gambling business, 1 count of operating an illegal gambling business, and 1 count of making false statements to federal investigators. Giora Gershman, a suspected high-level member of an Israeli organized crime group, and 4 other associates also were indicted and arrested in connection with the alleged illegal business, which prosecutors say operated from September 2021 to July 2022. According to the indictment, Arenas rented out his house and one of his associates staged the mansion for poker games, recruited co-conspirators to host and collected rent from the co-conspirators on Arenas' behalf. The indictment alleges that Gershman and the other defendants ran illegal pot limit Omaha poker games, among others, which collected a cut from each pot contested. Prosecutors say that the group hired chefs, valets, and armed security guards to staff games, as well as young women who served drinks, provided massages, and offered companionship to the poker players in exchange for tips, and that the co-conspirators took a cut of the service tips from the games. Yo, they're trying to link Gilbert Arenas with a high suspected Israeli crime group, but in actuality, like they said, Gilbert was only renting out his mansion to these dudes, but being that it's his mansion, he was the one getting paid on top of it. And who knows how long the feds have been looking for this mob boss Gershman dude, because that's probably who brought all the smoke to Gilbert. But they're trying to say Gilbert was the head of the operation, so we're just gonna have to wait and see for more details to come out. But as of recent, he's not the only one getting busted on some fraud charges. Marcus Morris Sr. was just arrested days ago for allegedly stealing $265,000 from Las Vegas casinos. From the casino, but it reads, according to court documents, the NBA player allegedly got $115,000 from the MGM Grand Hotel via bad checks in May 2024 and never paid it back when the checks bounced. Officials state around a month later, in June 2024, he performed a similar scam at the Wynn Las Vegas Hotel, netting $150,000 through checks he knew he wouldn't cash. The doc showed 2 separate warrants for Morris' arrest were issued over the claims earlier this year. On Tuesday, Morris's attorney argued for his release, stating he's currently in the process of paying off his debts in Nevada, and releasing him would help expedite the ordeal. And as of now, he's out. So yeah, Marcus, my guy, what are you doing? But according to him, he says this is all a big misunderstanding, as he went to Instagram to explain his side and wrote a long 5-page paragraph. But he writes, thank God I woke up in my bed this morning. I will address this on camera as well. The word fraud was thrown on my name as if I took something or really wrote a check to a casino in exchange for cash. Did I take out a marker to gamble? Yes. Was this my first time? No. I've been enjoying my off time and doing what I like every year at some point in Vegas at a high level for years. And that's not just gambling. I really thought the amount of money and time I spent there would really have value. So yeah, I took my time to pay back the money that could have been handled on the spot if I known that I would have been locked up like I was trying to flee or a flight risk. I was just in Vegas, no phone call, visit, or nothing. Actually gambled and had mansions at both casinos. The key word I won't accept is fraud, because this had nothing to do with no money exchange or me not being able to pay something. My character means everything in my family as well. I would pay everything to stay out of jail. Money paid back and lesson learned. Fraud, I can't live with, but I'm not going on every media site to clear anything up. If I didn't have it, I would still be sitting. Also, having a millionaire brother in my corner doesn't hurt either. Y'all be blessed, man. Me and my bro will be on a platform sometime soon. Not to clear shit up, but to explain what took place and what lessons was learned for the young athletes that watch and look up to us. So yeah, you heard what the man said. This was all a big misunderstanding, and he's gonna pay them back, allegedly. But we shall see how this situation plays out. Terrence Williams, former NBA player that was the ringleader to leading other players to help defraud the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan. And the thing is, this included 18 players total in this big scheme. So homie was just riling them up. In the ESPN article, it reads, a federal judge sentenced Williams to 10 years in prison, saying he used his people skills to entice others to aid his $5 million healthcare fraud after he frittered away substantial earnings from his professional career. Williams was ordered to forfeit more than $650,000 and to pay $2.5 million in restitution for ripping off the NBA's health and welfare benefit plan between 2017 and 2021 with the help of a dentist in California and doctors in California and Washington state. Profits were generated by claims for fictitious medical and dental expenses. Fraudulent invoices created by the medical professionals were processed by other people whom Williams recruited to defraud the plan, which provides health benefits to eligible active and former NBA players and their families. Williams had pleaded guilty to conspiracy to commit health care and wire fraud and aggravated identity theft in a case that resulted in criminal charges against 18 former NBA players. So far, 13 have pled guilty to charges. Of those who have been sentenced, many have received time served or probation, meaning they didn't have to go to prison. At least 10 of the ex-NBA players paid kickbacks totaling about $230,000 to Williams, authorities said. So unlike the other situations as of now, some NBA players had to serve hard prison time for this shit. Hell nah, y'all tripping. Terrence Williams, the ringleader, is serving 10 years in prison and he was sentenced back in 2023. Glen Big Baby Davis is serving 40 months in prison. Will Bynum is serving an 18-month prison stay. Keon Dooling was sentenced to 30 months in prison. Allen Anderson was sentenced to 24 months in prison. Man, a lot of these fools went down and a lot were able to avoid time by pleading guilty and paying the money back or probation. But Terrence Williams got some real time because he was the leader. It is what it is, man. These guys have plenty of money and resources to flip it the right way, to be involving themselves in any type of crime. But money is greed, and these dudes want to keep their lifestyles going by doing criminal stuff after being on top of the world as NBA players. So Gilbert Arenas and Marcus Morris, y'all better hope they avoid any prison time because they're not exempt from any of it, as we've seen 18 players going down at the same time. But yeah, man, let's see how this all plays out.
You better not.
Can't hold me, baby. You can't hold me. Hello.